Yes, man. Sorry about the delay. We're still waiting on ARRY. Welcome to MGTV. It's your boy Rhino. We are live and alive. We got an interesting topic today, man. You know, I'm stuck between basically when I'm having debates with my friends. Yeah, we're always discussing who's our biggest rivals. As a Man United fan, me personally, I know I can go back to the old school Arsenal days, Wenger, Fergie. But right now, City are the most important rivals for me. I'll be honest with you guys, it's City, man. It's Manchester City. But, we've still got our other rivals, Liverpool, you know, Arsenal. And that's who Ari is representing Arsenal in it. So we're just waiting for Ari. Yeah, we're gonna talk about who's gonna catch City first, man. It's interesting. It's interesting. I want to see Ari's point of view. Obviously, we've seen the excellent season that Arsenal have had. So yeah, man, we're gonna discuss who's catching City first. You know, my boy Jamie's messaging me saying I can't be Man United can't be his rivals. Listen, you lot are still our rivals, my friend. Come and join the chat, man. Leave a comment, Jamie. Come and leave a like on my video. Yeah, man. So we're just waiting on Ari now. Yeah, we're gonna discuss, Man City, discuss how great of a team they are, as much as I don't want to say it. And what we are looking forward to with our teams during this transfer window, and what we expect next season and stuff like that as well. So it should be cool, man. Let me check here. You got Mr. Beasy. None of us under our current ownerships. What do you mean? Elaborate, man. Um, Oh, okay. You mean in terms of catching Man City? Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, there's a lot that we need to do. All of our teams. I think maybe if I had to think about here and now, Liverpool were the closest because Liverpool were challenging. I can't remember what year that season was, but yeah, Liverpool were challenging. So Ari's just saying he's coming on now. He had to give his phone some juice. So come on, Ari. They're waiting on you, mate. They're waiting on you, Ari. Yeah. But yeah, to be honest, yeah, Liverpool probably are the closest. I would say if I had to think here and now. But then again, because of the drop that they had this season, I think it depends on their midfield. Definitely depends on their midfield still, because they can fix their midfield, and it might take a while to adapt and all of that stuff. We'll see. But Arsenal did quite well as well. They were top of the league for what was the start again? 92% of the season. Or was it more than that? And yeah, the depth just killed them, and obviously the lack of experience within their young squad and whatever as well. Mr. Beasy. American owners don't have the money or the knowledge to run Premiership clubs successfully. The team with the best chance is Newcastle, and that is in like 8 years. Interesting. Interesting, man. Um, what would I say to that? Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think I get where you're coming from with the American owners, but look at Arsenal. Arsenal got American owners, and look how close they came. With a bit of with a few tweaks here and there. Get a bit of depth, get a few more older heads in their team that can carry the young players. And now think about it, the likes of Saka, Martinelli, and all of those guys, they've gone through this now. So next season they're gonna grow and they're gonna learn. So you never know, they might have the mind. Look how far they came, and look how young they are and how inexperienced they are in terms of the first time they challenged. Do you know what I'm saying? So you never know, man. You never know. But Newcastle, I don't know. Do you know why? I still don't put Newcastle up there? Because what are you saying? You sound like a Man United fan. I'm a Man United fan. But listen, um, with Newcastle, yeah, I just feel like it's just a thing that Eddie Howe, Eddie Howe still hasn't got that experience, man. Eddie Howe's still fresh. So as much as he's got good owners and whatever, like he needs to be tactical. Eddie Howe's never been in the Champions League. This is his first time in the Champions League. So think about that. It's his first time. All of that counts. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can have good ownership, but what about your management model? What about your skill to go to play multiple games within the league? You know what I'm saying? We've got ARRY. ARRY's here, man.
Yes,
ARRY, they've been waiting for you, ARRY. They've been waiting.
Sorry about that. We're on streaming. 6 minutes late. Oh, sorry about that.
Nah, you're cool. You're cool. We've got a few people in the comments already, man. So, someone said that with American owners, before they said none of us under American owners are ever going to make it. What do you think, man?
I don't know. Let me think. Has there been a team? Oh, Liverpool did make it under their American owners.
Oh yeah, Liverpool FSG's American. Yeah.
So we can't really say that. It depends on the ambition of the owner and how far they're willing to go. I mean, like the Liverpool own FSG, I'm not sure if you're aware at the moment that they want to sell a stake in the club, obviously, because obviously they are a self-sustaining model. Their model, like the Cronkies, is not to put their own cash, not to put their own hands in their pocket. And I'm sure, as you know very well, the Glazers is not to put their own hands in their pocket to fork out for things. So it's always to get external investment. I'm sure you're aware now, obviously, with Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim. So I wouldn't say that we'd never make American owners, but they just need to be more invested. They need to understand the culture better of English fans, and they need to, like instead of having super leagues and all that, consult with fans more, have more fan say on the boards. Yeah. I could give an example of a club, Swansea City. That's a good example of a club. They always have a fan representative on the board.
Yeah. No, I agree. So what do you think? BZ's saying that the next team with the best chance is Newcastle. I said personally, yes, maybe ownership, they will have the good backing, but their manager's inexperienced. He hasn't been through the Champions League and these hard challenges. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Arteta hasn't either, but at least he's got the FA Cup. He's been under managers that have been through that situation like Pep and stuff like that. But what are you saying about that?
I say that, Eddie, he has to be given a chance. Sorry, right, he's given a chance, Eddie Howe at Newcastle. I think, it depends if the board want to back him up. And they got Dan Ashworth on the board now at Newcastle. He was previously on the board at the FA, and then he was on the board at Brighton or Albion. He was on the board Graham Potter and built the infrastructure for Brighton to be the team they are today. It all depends, Rhino, on like the infrastructure of these, like the ambition of these clubs. Like where do they want to go? What's their ambition? Like what people have they got on the board? Like we got Edu on the board, ex-player. I think infrastructure and people who work behind the scenes is really important as well, whether it's going to match their ambition. But I think Newcastle, if they recruit well, and they have to recruit smartly, obviously, because of financial fair play.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you guys know that as well? Because of the fact that Newcastle don't make a lot of revenue compared to other clubs, they're restricted to the amount of money they can spend. So as much as they've got owners that can flood money behind them, they can. I think it's 100 mil is their limit this season, I heard. So you have to bear that in mind as well. So let's move on anyways. Close is not winning.
Oh, $1 billion spent. Arsenal and United.
Oh yeah, let's go to James. Well, going back to Zero, he said I'm sounding like a Man United fan. I am a Man United fan, Arsenal United have no excuses. What Jamie's saying that we have no excuses. You start. Because Jamie and Jamie always have this conversation, but he's saying we have no excuses. We've got over $1 billion spent. You go first.
True, but we got to have the money. The money needs to be spent right. I mean, we had some bad recruitment before, like the signings of Willian. I don't want to diss Vieira. I like Fabio Vieira, but he hasn't really contributed much. I don't think he's physically ready for the Prem. It depends on how the money's been spent. You know what I'm saying? As much as it's all good and like who's a club we could give a good example? Leeds, they spent over 100 million. Like, look where it got them. They spent,
and that's what I'm saying. Like with United, we spent $1 billion, but it was spent poor. It was that's what I'm saying. Like all the players were like for me, we either overspent on the players or bought the right players at the wrong time, or just bought players that have a name but don't fit the system. So I feel like spending money doesn't automatically equate to having to automatically challenge. Yes, to a degree, you can say you've had the financial backing, so what's your excuse? But if you've been run poorly, what can we say? You know, if any of you guys had the Glazers, Liverpool, if you guys had the Glazers, you will not be where you are. I promise you, Klopp would have given up a long time ago. You know, so that's what I personally think. BZ says Arsenal are losing a key player this year, so they will not challenge next year. Xhaka will be hard to replace. Interesting.
It depends if we get Declan Rice in. I think he's another leader like Xhaka, Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Pressure of winning the Europa Conference League.
That's how do you feel about that? Do you feel like Xhaka is going to be hard to replace, or you think Rice will fit in nicely?
I think mainly, I mean, I don't like saying replacing because I think every player is unique, you know. It's like you can't say, I mean, as we said, we previously have Vieira was irreplaceable, Scholes was irreplaceable for you guys, Henry was irreplaceable. But Xhaka, I mean, I think his personality, you know, the way he gets players going, that will be missed. That's probably irreplaceable. But depends how Rice comes in. I think Rice, I mean, looking at him, he could definitely probably fit the role. I mean, if he wants to even go from CDM to CM as Xhaka did this season, he'd definitely be, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I cough up the cash for him, though.
Yeah, that's that. And also, I kind of understand what he means, but that's the mode now. Teams have to be able to move on and replace, man. If you get someone like Gundogan or something, I was saying to Firms, one of my producers, I said to him, if you guys get Gundogan, Rice, and Caicedo, it's a scary next season. Look at you.
I love that. Make it happen.
Listen,
it happen.
If you guys was to get that kind of,
please.
Hey, bro, I don't know, man. I think I'll stop watching football for a little bit still. Let me try and get through these comments. Say it again.
Europe will do well, I think, providing Europe make the right signings and you get the
hopefully.
right.
We're going to talk about that. Let me try and get through the comments. I'm appreciating all the comments, man. Thank you, man. So we've gone Arsenal is a key player. So Z says, you didn't hear what Pep said about the ownership and winning. It doesn't matter how much you spend, but it's a thing of the progression with the team. Look how long it took him with City. There you go. I 100% agree with that because you need the whole model clicking. It's like having a boat and there's certain parts of the boat's not running properly. You know, you need the boat to stay afloat. Then you need to keep the people on the boat happy. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all the parts need to be maintained as well. It's like a football club. You need to make sure that, number one, you've got the right manager. Yeah, first and foremost, I would say, okay, let's go in order. I think the most important thing will be the ownership because it depends what the owner wants to do. Is he financially backing? Has he got the vision? Is he trying to support everything within the club? And then within that, the different management parts, the director of football, all the CEOs and all of that need to be in check. The scouting system, all the people on the training ground need to be in check. Good manager. And then after that, then it's, okay, have we got the right players? What kind of system are we playing? And all of that stuff, you know, go on, ARRY.
Rhino, I was going to say, to add to the kind of people, the sports scientists, the chef, the kind of food they eat. These are all things, the kit people, even the people we don't see behind the scenes, you know, they make the club click on a day-to-day basis. There
you go, 100%. But yeah, Zia, I agree with that, man. Thank you for your comment.
A couple of examples.
Yeah, Karen.
We want to run badly, like to go with good ownership. I mean, we've spent a lot of money, but one has ended up being relegated and the other one's been just on the cusp of relegation. One was QPR and the other is Everton. I mean, they spent all the money in the world, was it? Yeah, and look where it's got them. I think Everton, since they sold Romelu Lukaku, that's when it went downhill for them.
Yeah. I agree, you know. I agree still. See, ARRY's coming with certain... Listen, what do you guys think? Do you think ARRY's onto something? Do you agree with him? Do you disagree? Let us know, man. Someone said an anomaly during the pandemic, like Mason Mount having a productive season. Listen, my thoughts on Mount, I've said it in my last videos, check them out anyway, but at the end of the day, one thing with Mason Mount is the whole issue with the whole homegrown situation. That's changed my whole perspective on this whole Mount signing because I said to myself, 50 mil for Mount, you can spend 30 mil and find another Mount somewhere. But if we have to match our homegrown quota, because we're getting rid of homegrown players, there's a lot of our players that should be leaving and stuff. And I can't remember what the exact policy is within scouting system and all that. Maybe you can explain it with the homegrown side.
Homegrown, the player needs to be training from since age 15 onwards. Has always got to have been in that club. An example, I can give a great example. Eric Dyer. Do you think, Rhino, he was classed as a homegrown player at Spurs?
Nah.
He wasn't.
I wouldn't have.
He grew up in Portugal because he grew up in Sporting Lisbon. He was trained through Sporting Lisbon's academy and system. He basically was a Portuguese grown player when it comes to homegrown, which is a bit mad because he's played for England, represented England at tournaments, but he's not classed as a homegrown player. Yeah. So that's how the whole quota works.
So it depends.
Who's born and bred in Spain, he was classed as a homegrown player. I think Mejbri, all these other players, Taith, Chong, I believe they'll be classed as United's homegrown players, providing they keep them.
And is that within the first team or is that just in general? Because it's within 25 players, right?
Within that 25 player squad, as long as I think it's 8 players still, if 8 of them are homegrown, yes. That would be, I think Zidane Iqbal will definitely be classed as one of them.
Okay, there you go. Interesting. So depending on who for my club Ten Hag wants to get rid of or the club want to get rid of, let alone sorting out ownership. But depending on who we're getting rid of, maybe that's why he's looking for Mount. You know, he wants legs in the midfield and he's an English player. So,
What depends on recruitment. That signing, Rhino. What do you personally think? Do you want Mount in your team?
I can't lie, man. Knowing how far away that Manchester United are from City, even from other clubs as well, I want to go for just the hard names, like someone like a Caicedo. I keep praying for De Jong, but De Jong never comes. But so Frankie De Jong, but Mount, to be honest, he's an average player. He's not a bad player, but funny enough, I was speaking to Firms, and Firms has got an unpopular opinion. Firms thinks if Ten Hag really wants him and there's a system he's coming to, he thinks Mount was going to do bits. And he's an Arsenal fan. He's saying, look, people are sleeping on Mount. Everyone's dissing him. Listen, Mount's not a bad player. Mount was in categories with Foden and who else did he mention again?
Foden. Oh, who's that other
Foden
guy?
And what's the other Chelsea player?
Gallagher.
I don't know if it was Gallagher. I can't remember, but he said that Mount was in that kind of conversation. So let's see. I don't know. He's had the off season and whatever. Firm said he had 2 good seasons. I haven't really watched Mount. But there's always a possibility of that, you know. You never know. Managers do get it right, and managers also get it wrong. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, hands up, with Caicedo, I'll be honest, I haven't actually watched him play in individual. I haven't actually analysed him. I'm just going by all the hype that everyone says and all the.
I can't lie. I was guilty of that as well. But when I watched him against United, certain games that I've seen him in, he was, listen, I was watching the game. I think he was playing right back. I was thinking, whoa, this guy. Yeah. Then I've seen him play it like a 6, being a destroyer. Then I've seen him breaking the lines and progressing the ball. He does a lot. So the hype around him is real. I believe it is still. Jamie said a few things.
Statistics and all that. Yeah, he's a
tackler.
He's a tackler. But I haven't actually individually paid attention to him.
You haven't proper watched him. Yeah. Z says
one
here.
player I think back in Brighton though that I've actually analysed is Tariq Lamptey.
Oh, Lamptey's good. I like him. He's like a left winger or
wing back.
Wing back.
Right or left wing back. I think one of the.
But he plays high though. He comes up the pitch. Yeah. I haven't watched him properly, but the little bits I've seen when he's playing good, I like him still.
He likes to come forward, so yeah.
Yeah, he loves it. Is he good? Is he good defensively as well?
Yeah, even though I think it was Martinelli beat him in the game. I went to Brighton Arsenal this season when we played them at the Amex. I think Martinelli beat him to the ball on one of them, but then again, that's Gabby Martinelli at the end of the day. That's what his speciality is. Sprints is one of his so But I like him. I like what I've seen of him as well. Like he advances forward and gets back well.
Yeah, he's very good at coming forward. I've seen that still. Z says United didn't have a structure for the players they had coming in, and that could fuse with the homegrown players that were left. Jamie says 80 mil here and there. Come on, 90 mil on Pogba. But that's what I'm saying. Pogba, the time Pogba came and the system, and it just didn't work. It didn't work. It's like when we brought Sancho in. Did it work? Like, you're bringing these guys into a system, Ollie ball. Come on, fellas. You guys all right? Everyone feeling good? Let's go and have fun. That's Ollie boy, you know, and you know, hit on the counter attack. You know, Ollie was a good vibes player. Ollie wasn't a tactician, so that's why I feel like managers can spoil players. Players can come to a club and a club can ruin a player. That same player can go somewhere else, fit in the right system, and flourish. You know what I'm saying? So, boo, Jamie, with your, you know, your 90 mil.
Was a Mourinho signing anyway, wasn't it?
Mourinho, yeah. And look how long. Look at, and there was so much. I don't even want to go into it. I swear I don't want to go into it. But listen, my point stands the same, innit? Like, players came at the wrong time. Look, someone like Anthony, yeah, that's Ten Hag signing, but we paid double. We were in for him before at the start of the window for 40 mil. A lot of people don't know that we was in for Anthony for 40 mil. We took long, we danced around. We already took Martinez off Ajax. Ajax already lost a lot of players. They're saying, you know what, bun you guys 80, take it or leave it. We were desperate, so
on the credit card as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like the structure of bruv, you've got Myrtle traveling abroad far and wide, trying to convince players are not getting no results, bro. It's poor, man. It's poor. Liverpool, I've got
traveling wide, trying to convince the players.
Myrtle, John Myrtle, and all of our
Darren Fletcher, and who's the guy?
What's the other guy's name, man?
Richard Arnold.
Richard Arnold. Oh, don't let me even start. Don't let me start, man. Don't let me start on the. All right, listen. Don't let me start.
Darren Fletcher would do well on the board for you guys. I mean, like Edu has been fast. It's good to have an ex-player, you know, at least.
Yeah. You know, as long as he's got someone next to him that provides that. Yeah, I agree. Still, Xhaka's hard to replace. Rice will give it volume and more panache to our players. Or to our play with him and Jorginho. Beautiful, forget him. BZ says, okay, let's look at United a little. We're linked with targets that are not title tested. Mason Mount is warming the bench at Chelsea and Pickford almost got relegated. Let me speak on that, yeah. That's very true, and that's why I'm not content on who we're linked with. But at the end of the day, the Chelsea side, a lot of that Chelsea side were poor. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Felix had little moments here and there. Look at Mudryk. Like, do you know what I'm saying? If you want to go into this whole Prem proven argument, being proved in a Prem counts for a degree, but my context of Prem proven is different to everybody else's. I think if you're already Prem proven, it gives me more kind of excitement to sign you. Like, for example, Harry Kane. Harry Kane's done it in the Prem. So I know when whatever team he goes to, he doesn't have to adjust to the pace of the league. And just because I say being Prem proven is important, it doesn't mean to say that you can't come from outside the Prem and still flourish. That's my point. If you're world class, it doesn't matter where you're put. People thought Martinez was going to struggle. You know, there's loads of play, Haaland, all of that. They came in first time and they did their thing. So when I say Prem proven, I mean it with a degree. But that's what I'm saying. Look at who we're linked to. We're linked to some dud players. But Mount, I said my thing on Mount already. Pickford, we're not going to get Pickford. I'm telling you that now. Check out my video. I've got a video coming out later on, and I've got a video talking on Pickford. So you guys check that out later on, and you're going to hear my full opinion on that as well.
You could get £20 million provided Everton get relegated next season, because he has a £20 million relegation release clause. That's something Everton put in all their players' contracts, relegation release clause. So
I don't want, please. Ramsdale is better than Pickford. That's the preview I'm giving. Yeah, go on.
Would you give Dean Henderson a chance?
All right. With Dean Henderson, yeah, I like him, but I don't like his attitude, and I don't like the fact that he's always trying to prove it. He overdoes it for me. Obviously, he did that interview and he was kind of chatting rubbish about the Man United structure and whatever, saying that obviously he's not really judging Ten Hag, but he's been basically, Ollie lied to him. Basically, he did an interview and he kind of was snobbing the club.
When was this?
This was during his loan spell. Literally. Yeah, literally. And I know Forest are trying to sign a new deal with him, but during his loan spell, he's kind of chatting about his parent club. I understand that, but you have to be careful what you're saying. If he said something along the lines of, all right, cool, you know what, previous managers didn't look after me. They said I was going to be number one. De Gea took my space, blah, blah, blah. But I've got faith in Ten Hag. Let me see what he can do. Fair enough. But he said a bit too much. I wouldn't say he said as much as the Ronaldo interview, but it kind of was given that vibe where he's kind of done with the club and I don't want to go back there and kind of thing. So, yeah, I wouldn't take him.
Emi Martinez, you know, when he said that, oh, I want to leave now, I don't want to be bench warmer anymore, you know.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I mean, minus the fact I've heard he dissed us obviously after he left, and I mean, I didn't pay too much attention to it because I felt, you know, he was a loyal servant to us towards the end of his play. But the way, you know, after he left us, I mean, I can understand why he wanted to leave, but then he's like that he wanted to be guaranteed number one all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just be having that attitude saying guaranteed that as though you
can't.
If you want to play, say that you want to get more chances to play first team football, okay, that's one. But you can't be saying, "Oh, I need to be number one all the time."
Exactly.
It don't work like that. You know, there's a reason why,
especially with the goalkeeping
in a squad.
Yeah, there you go, and you just need to play your position till it's time. And if it's not your time yet, goalkeepers need to be really patient. You know, they need to be really patient. But yeah, I agree with you, man.
I would have kept him, though. I mean, at the time, you
would have kept him.
Arsenal fan, I'd have kept him because I really liked his performances towards the end. You know, after when he came in, you know, I mean, I would have kept him. But then again, speaking of Arteta for you at the end of the day, if he wants to make a decision, I'm not going to question him on that. Yeah,
that's it. Back your manager. Yeah, back your manager, people.
I would question him on certain things, but on that incident, it took Pep 2 years.
Took Pep 2 years. Big up ARRY. Yeah, man. Big up ARRY, man. You spelled your name wrong, but yeah, we'll give him a guy. Mr. Beezy says we can promote our youth players. Maino and Iqbal, aren't they homegrown? I have to do more research in it, but from what ARRY's saying, there's a possibility within the fact of how long they've been at the club and whatever they are. So, but I don't know who Man United are getting rid of. That's the thing. There could be intentions to get rid of some of these players and stuff, and also they need to be within the first team as well. Note for me, we can get better homegrown players. Okay, let's talk about that because this is all going to lead to our topic with how far we think we are away from City, and I'm going to get through the rest of the comments still, so bear with me. I appreciate the love as well. Yeah, no worries. With me, yeah, if we look at what homegrown players we have available, Harry Kane, Mason Mount, who else is there? Leave a comment if you can remind me who else is available. Declan Rice. Declan Rice is going to go for big money. Harry Kane's going for big money. Mason Mounts from Chelsea. There's probably a few others, but in terms of what we need, what other midfielders are English that we can go for minus Declan Rice? Let me know.
Sorry about that, bro.
Yeah, I was just saying in terms of what homegrown players are actually available. What other English homegrown players are available?
That's a good
question. I can think of Rice, Kane, and Mount right now off the top of my head.
You get me to think.
Yeah, I can't think right now.
Tariq Lamptey.
Lamptey, okay. But yeah, let's move. Arsenal can have Mount as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, Arsenal and Liverpool were into Mount as well. Funny enough. A lot of rival fans don't want to admit that.
Then that would mean we'd have to get rid of one of our homegrown players like Smith Rowe and that. And we got Odegaard as well. We don't need him. Yeah. I mean, we've got Smith Rowe. I don't want us to get rid of Smith Rowe.
Yeah, so you're saying you wouldn't take Mount?
Nah, I don't think we need him.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear you,
Smith
man.
Rowe much more as he's Arsenal through and through.
Yeah. Big up Yassin, man. Thank you, man. I'm doing well, man. I appreciate the comment, man. If you haven't already, Yassin, leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed up as well. I appreciate it, my bro.
Also, to go back to that topic on homegrown players, I highly recommend Rhino and everyone, if they want to know more about off-the-pitch topics, they read this book, Done Deal, by leading football lawyer Daniel G, who I've done live Instagram interviews with. Top guy. His book's really good. It tells you everything. The examples are bang on. It's just everything. It's
sick.
Call it my Bible. That's what I say.
Just what's saying like a little football Bible, yeah.
There you go.
Done deal, yeah. You guys, if you want to build your knowledge, transfers as well, yeah.
Yeah, it tells you everything about how it's all done and all that, how they're all brokered, contracts, everything that's done off the pitch. Television broadcasting tells you about everything in the book. Contract negotiations, everything you need to know that you don't hear about. Obviously, you hear about a glimpse of it on the news, but if you want to know in detail, full depth, This is the book.
Sick. See, you're getting plugged in, people. See, we're just getting started, and you're getting plugged in already, man. Come on, man. Big up ARRY for that.
Yes.
What else? How many homegrown players does City and Arsenal have? Can you answer that? I know you've got Ben White. Is Ben White English? Yeah.
Yeah, Ben White. Ben White's one of them. Ben White.
Keeper Ramsdale.
Ben White.
Saka.
Rowe.
Yeah, Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe.
Saka,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Gosh, my mind's gone blank. You know, White, Ramsdale. Yeah.
Hard, isn't it? When you have to think of it, it's hard.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, you get put on the spot. White, Smith Rowe.
City as well. City have got a couple, man, especially in the bench as well.
Foden, definitely one of them. Yeah.
Foden, yeah.
Walker.
Breaking news: Manchester City had open talks with double suit for Benjamin Pavard and Josko Guardiola, according to Fabrizio Romano. Interesting. Let me check that out.
Josko Guardiola. Yeah.
Let me see. That would be interesting because, like I said, how far do you guys in the comments think that our clubs, whatever club you support, obviously I support United, ARRY supports Arsenal. Any Arsenal United fans, how far do you guys think we are? Liverpool fans in the comment, Jamie, how far are you guys from Man City, do you reckon? I'm just seeing some Mason Mount stuff. Yeah, if you can find a link, put a link in the comments and then I'll pull it up. Beautiful Smile says that Lamptey has not been the same since he came back from injury. I haven't really been watching him, you know, to be fair.
Oh, really? No. When was he injured? From when to when was he injured?
Yeah, let us know because
I remember he was playing. He played that semi-final, did he not, against United? If I'm not mistaken. I think
so, you know, because I think there's a game I watched him. I think he even came on as a sub that game. There's a game I watched him and he was causing a few problems. Was it him that scored that banger as well against City? I don't think it. I can't remember, man.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Oh, who was that, man?
But yeah, I can't remember. I'll be real. I can't remember. Big up Stephanie as well. Icing and the cake signings. We need a cake first. Nah, big up, man. I appreciate you. Make sure you're subscribed. Like the video, please, Stephanie, man. What was you saying, ARRY?
Who scored? Was it McAllister who scored? I know it was someone someone you wouldn't normally expect to score in that City game for Brighton. Yeah,
I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I can't remember what game it was.
Brighton v City.
Yeah, but I feel like it was someone that kind of gives me the Lamptey vibes. Like, definitely wasn't McAllister. And it was one of the goals of the month as well.
Yeah,
goals of the season. Yeah, from the left wing, whack. That was a mad goal still.
Encicio.
Yes, that's it. Encicio, yeah. My bad. I don't know why I said Lamptey. Oh, man. But yeah.
I knew one of those South American players or one of those had that kind of name. And
Encicio. Yeah, Encicio. That goal was mad still. These wastemen need to be relieved of their duties. If we don't get the Qataris, we are not getting Hurricane. Yeah, man. Listen.
Big news.
I've got a video coming out anyway. Apparently, we're going to hear some news this week. But wait, ARRY, let me ask you, as an Arsenal fan looking onto this whole Qatari, Surgeon Ratcliffe, it must be a laughing stock to you, right? You man just must be laughing at, man, bro. I swear down, man.
Bro. Oh, I don't know, really. I mean,
who do you want us to get?
Well, if I'm honest, probably Surgeon Ratcliffe is still playing as still be there.
Fair play.
I'll be honest. If you don't get Sheikh Jassim, I will slightly be jealous. You know.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm not even gonna say, but what I'm gonna wear when I'm going live, if we get the Sheikh Azim,
I think I know what you're gonna wear.
Head to toe.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what the Newcastle fans are wearing after when it's over.
Stephanie says Onana, Kimmy, J. Caicedo, Rice, Højlund, Tony, my 6 preferred acquisitions.
Tony though was not available.
Yeah. Listen, Kingmin J, I like him and Jay still. I really like him. We've been
Who's he
linked to
playing
him.
for?
Who does Kim and Jay play for again? He plays for oh my days. Let me type it. Kim and Jay. I like his stats. I've just been looking at his stats to be honest. I know he's South Korean.
Acquisition of a goalkeeper for you guys.
Kim and Jay. Who does Kim and Jay play for? He plays for what's this team again? Napoli, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I just looked at his stats. He was second in the league for defensive tackles and whatever, just under Wan-Bissaka in Europe. And I just thought that was a coincidence that we've got Wan-Bissaka and then Kim and Jay second. But yeah, I'll take Kim and Jay. He's a good centre back as well, and he's tall and he's solid. Caicedo, I don't know where he's going. Rice, I don't know where he's going. Looking like he's going Arsenal. They are some Man United links. Maybe him and Mount might link up, you know. Back up with Luke Shaw, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Tony, yeah, I love Tony, man. Tony gives me Jesus vibes. I feel like he's a little pest. He knows how to drop his shoulder, roll off players. He can play with his back to go as well. I like Tony. And I think with the difference between him and Jesus, I think Tony probably scores a bit more goals. Tony actually bags. Yeah. And he's just he can score headers as well. Jesus can as well, but I think Tony's just more consistent. But yeah, I'll take Tony. Onana as well, watching him against City, the way he was so hot at the pitch, I was loving it still. What are you going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say he could come on the homegrown as well, Ivan Tony.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But that's a good choice, Stephanie, man. I agree with it still. BZ, I would go to Villa and pay 70 for Emmy plus Hendo.
Another player as well you lot could chase, probably Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins, ooh. Where's he, Southampton? Where's he?
Aston Villa.
Villa, yeah. I was going to say Southampton, yeah.
No, yeah. James Ward-Prowse, JWP, that's at Southampton.
Watkins, he was a bit of a pest when we played him, I can't lie. He was annoying me. Him and what's the other guy? What's that? Let me search it. No, not Louise.
Give me a position.
He was at midfield. I'm gonna find it now. Jacob Ramsey. And Ramsey were and Bailey. Them guys, they were causing man problems still. I like them, but Watkins, I don't know. Is he ready for a big club? You know, like I don't know, man.
Arsenal fan as well, Ollie Watkins.
Say again.
He's an Arsenal fan as well.
Oh, he's an Arsenal fan. Oh yeah. Is there a bit of bias there, ARRY? Is there a bit of bias there?
I would have had him happily, you know, last year, but obviously we went for Jesus, and look, I'm not gonna lie, I want to give Jesus another chance this season, but we need a second choice striker ahead of Eddie and Balogun.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, Eddie faded, you know. He was going on a roll where every time he came on, he would score a goal. Yeah. And I like him. He's a bit raw, but he can be clinical at times as well. But yeah, he started to fade. Even Jesus kind of wasn't the same from coming back from injury as well.
Nah, he wasn't.
But I liked the way you guys adjusted to the fact that he was out of the team and you guys still played well without him. So fair dues, man. Isn't Madison cheaper?
Why we didn't lose the title? Why we lost the title? Man.
Yeah, true. 100%, man. Madison cheaper.
Another home
goal. That's the thing, but I don't know. When you compare them player to player, they're kind of different. They're not the same. I don't know. I see Madison. Mount can play advanced, but I see Madison more advanced than Mount for some reason. If I had to pick the two.
He plays on the wing, don't he?
And can't Madison play as a 10 as well?
Probably.
I think, I see him more advanced, man. Mount seems more like a 8, like a rigid 8. I think I see Madison more as a creator. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like someone that does the third man runs and stuff. I don't see him as a Mount. I see Mount as more the person that kind of keeps the midfield energetic and keeps the press going and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ward-Prowse. Say that again.
You see Mount mainly as a 6.
Nah. In front of a 6, but not a lone 6 though. I think, defensively he'll get moved to still. Ward-Prowse, my boy G20 was shouting Ward-Prowse. I don't know if he can do it with a big team. He's got a free kick on him.
David Beckham style.
Yeah, listen, he's got a free kick on him. Okay, wait, Z, what go up? Rhino Z, send me the link for this. Okay, oh yeah, what's going on, Z? Oh yeah, I know him still. Yeah, man, you want to jump on? Cool. Just him. I'm gonna send you a link in a second. Obviously, this is the Rhino and the ARRY show, but guests are welcome. You know, he's an Arsenal fan. He's an Arsenal fan still.
Oh, okay.
He's an Arsenal fan. Yeah. But yeah, Ward-Prowse, I like the fact he's good at free kicks. I don't know. He's a good player, man. There's a player in him still.
Southampton definitely going to clear up this summer because when they go down in division, they're going to
he has to leave. Has to leave.
Russell Martin's supposed their incoming manager. I think he'll get them playing well. Attractive football. Yeah.
Well, you think they'll come back up?
Yeah. They'll definitely be up there in the mix to come up, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Another team come up that hasn't been in the Premier League before that. We saw Luton Town this season.
Luton, yeah. Hey, listen. Yeah. Who's gonna have that first away game to Luton? Hey,
walk through the house.
Walk through the yard. Yeah, man. Ward-Prowse, I don't know, man. With him, yeah, I've just got question marks. I don't know what it is. But I just have question marks. But he's a good player. There's a player in him still. Rice. Ooh, what do you think, man, Ari?
Rice or Man United?
I don't know. Are you talking about Rice or are you talking about Reece? Are you talking about Reece Nelson?
I'll be honest, Reece I don't watch Man United.
Reece is English. Yeah, he's English for Arsenal. If that's Reece Nelson, because I'm sure Reece Nelson. Yeah.
Eddie as well, to go back to that. So we got White, Ramsdale, Saka, Smith Rowe, Reece Nelson, Eddie, and two more would be Charlie Patino. Oh no, he's not in the team this year, but yeah. Two more.
Yeah, you got a few there still, man. What Stephanie says here.
Program. I'm not gonna look at the back of the program.
I can't lie. When I can't remember stuff, I'm typing it in, man. I don't even care. I type that in, man. I'm not like my boy G20. Them man, they're like. I think even ARRY, you're a bit like that. You're like a walking encyclopedia as well. So listen,
try to be something.
I try, but I'm not there yet.
Right now, when it comes to remembering players and names, on live streams now, my mind does tend to go blank sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. You're on the spot as well. Stephanie says rules don't apply to City for homegrown players. Phillips, Foden, Stones. Oh yeah, Stones, Grealish. United are millions of miles away from a title. Ownership is all wrong at the moment. If we get Ratcliffe, we won't win a league title. He won't even block Liverpool. From getting Thuram. That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot of stuff we have to fix at Manchester United to get to where we need to be. And at the end of the day, the problem is the fact, not just on the pitch. And that's why I rate Ten Hag. Like, if I actually look at where Man United are, third, they've come third. I don't want everyone to say, oh, this team and that team. At the end of the day, we came third. We got a trophy. We got the Mickey Mouse trophy. I'm happy. Yeah, Mickey Mouse. Yeah. We got the Mickey Mouse trophy.
Wow.
If we didn't get the trophy, they'll say we bottled the trophy. Now we've got it. It's not good enough. If we lost that final, everyone will be laughing. How can you not win it? But then if we win it, we can't celebrate it. I don't know, man. But yeah, I agree with you, BZ, man. We've got a lot to work on. And I was saying it on another channel I was on Flawless's channel. I might be on there next week again as well. And I'm on Side's channel every Wednesday as well. So you guys lock into that as well. But right now, listen, I've been saying it. United are far away. So where we've come in the league, you need to put respect on it. You have to. And on top of that, it's Ten Hag's first ever season in the Premier League. Come on, let's be realistic. And we always set high standards for these coaches. And we need to look at the Peps and the Klopps and the Artetas. Look at their first seasons. when you're comparing a first season, compare it to another first season. Don't just compare, oh, this manager's better than that manager. Compare their first seasons. And for first season, based on the mess that Manchester United are in, come on. We still don't even know who our owners are going to be. He doesn't even have all these players yet. There's still so much mess around the club. So imagine we had the ownership. That's why, look, ARRY is scared. If we got the ownership and things started changing, you know, we'll be in a better position. But yeah, I agree with you, BZ. We're Quay, man.
I'll say one thing though, Man United this season, I think it was really good for them to get to consider. It was a big step up from last season. Everyone says, have they had a better season than Arsenal? I'll say no on this basis. Yes, football is about winning trophies now, like that. But when we look at the season, when we're going into the start of the season, we had different aims. Maybe because we won a trophy recently, United's aim was to win a trophy. Our sole aim was to get back in the top 4. So that's why, on the basis of aims, I think we had the better seasons. We finished higher up the league, and we achieved our aim, our objectives, and we've got closer. We overachieved, in other words. But as for Man United, I think they had a good season as well. I'm honestly, knock it, you know. They won the trophy. I agree. Aim first trophy in what 6 years was. So
6 years, yeah, bro. 60.
We went for 9 years. We didn't win a trophy.
Starving for a trophy. So same way, I agree, man. Arsenal overachieved definitely from where they was, letting it slip. I understand where everyone's coming from, like the teams the teams and stuff. But come on, like we move on to the next season. It is a crazy City side. It's a crazy City side. But I do agree that obviously when we look at the Southampton, the West Ham game and stuff, it's just an annoying game to drop the points with. You know, if it was like another Liverpool game or the main City games or like a team that was, then you might say, okay, you know what, the game was 50-50. But the fact it was games that you were expected to win, that's the only point that I think people can stick with. But other than that, yeah, man, Arsenal did their thing.
It was very frustrating, hard at the end of the day. But, you know, at the same time, you know, look, it happens at the end. It's a young team. No one expected us. Those Chelseas and those Liverpools, those teams lower down the table calling us bottle jobs, yeah, they give anything to be where we are. I don't care what they say. I tell them fans straight, yeah, you give anything to be us. So especially Chelsea as well. I tell Chelsea fans straight, I'd rather be a bottle job than spend £600 million to be a relegation candidate.
Chelsea. Listen, let me not speak about Chelsea, man. No comment, man. Obviously, did spend 600 million, you know. You got a new manager. Let's see what you do next season, mate. Let's see. Graham Potter.
Remember that? Where he's like, oh, I think your questions are stupid and all that.
Listen, and now
cracks me up, yeah. So I have to come in respectful as I can to represent this great football club. The owner's a billionaire. He's a smart guy, smarter than me, that's for sure. And players, apparently, I read an article in the Athletic, players would call him Harry Potter and all that.
Harry Potter, yeah, I see that as well. But based on what we're talking about, ARRY, though, how far do you guys think you are from the league still?
I'd say a good few signings we are. Like I said, we need probably like another 2 CMs, maybe. I'll take them in Rice and Casado. And we need another striker up there, obviously, as backup for Jesus.
So you need a striker. And what else did you say? Centre back.
Yeah, I'd like another centre back in because Kiwior, obviously. I mean, I like Kiwior, but I don't think he's that experienced enough for the Premier League. I mean, I like him as a squad player, but not to be in the first team. Yeah.
So, how far do you think you are from Man City? Like, what do you need if you could add all the components that you need to catch up to Man City? What do you think you guys are missing?
Another centre back, like Saliba. That's what I was looking for. Saliba. Okay. At the back, you know, he's irreplaceable. He's true.
He's quality still. He's quality.
Saliba, definitely. Another centre back, 2 CMs. You want someone on the wings? I'm not sure.
What kind of CM you want?
I want a box to box.
Box to box, okay.
Maybe like Rice style, you know, one that scores goals and can defend, you know, contribute. Yeah.
Okay. And then a second CM, what kind of CM would that be?
Good question. Probably more defensive, maybe.
Okay, yeah, like to replace what Partey does, basically.
Yeah, more or less. With Partey, I think it's coming to the end. Obviously, he's turning was it 30 this year? So yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You definitely, yeah. So you think once you get all those players, and you said a striker as well, you think you'll be able to catch up to them, or
who knows? It depends on who they sign as well at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure then on how far we are, but I think we'll be competing with them. You know.
Yeah, I think you definitely need some experienced players as well. Someone that's been there, done that, that can uplift the team during the moments that they've never been through before as well. Still,
as long as it's not Willian though, or another free signing, you know, from ex-Chelsea player.
Yeah, I can't lie, that didn't go too well, mate.
David Luiz. I'm not gonna lie, I like David Luiz, but he was either really good or really bad.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'd rather have a player that gives me 7, 8 out, or let's say 8 out of 10 more consistently, rather than 9 here, 6, 9, 8. Like I'd rather a consistent, you know. Yeah, personally. Yeah, knee injury, missed 17 games this season. Yeah, that's a lot of games. Yeah, so we figured that out. You lot are getting that Napoli defender. Yeah, Napoli. Everyone's saying it. Yeah, I'm behind in the chat still. Bear with me, people.
Napoli. Rhino, let me ask you, what do you think of Victor Osimhen?
Listen, yeah. I like him. I think he could come to the Prem and do his thing. But when I was doing further research, people were saying that that's the first good season he's had. And I don't know how true that is. So just like you, when it came to Caicedo, I was kind of just a bit in the hype, man. Osimhen. I've watched a few clips, seeing him do the mad thing. I'm thinking, yeah, listen. And do you know what it is, bro? People don't understand. As a Man United fan, I'm desperate. We need a striker. We need a striker. So,
to replace Red Horse as well.
Listen. No, this is my response to Wegos. My camera's just off. My camera's off.
Who's that there in the photo?
In fact, I leave the stream. That's how I feel about Wegos. I leave. The way I just left. That's how Wegos needs to leave. Just go. Turn to pack his bags and go. Yeah, we need a striker. Listen, bring me Harry Kane to United. Bring him. Yeah. Bring me Harry Kane, man.
You'll definitely win something next year. Whether it's I won't say the league, but you definitely win something next season if you have him in your team.
Yeah, I agree, man. Frimpong from Frankfurt. Do you know what it is, yeah? I've watched a few games, but I don't know, man. I'm unsure, because once upon a time I was interested in Dumfries, but he was crap against City. He couldn't even cross the ball to save his life, mate. And I was looking into him before as well, but yeah, man. What does Bath Time here say? I'm a Sunstroked United fan in need of hope. Listen, we all need hope, Bath Time. We all need hope. Trust me, man. And he said that the goal, was it she? I think it's a she. The goals Nketiah scored against Liverpool and Chelsea suggest he's got an incredible season. Yeah, I can agree with that, but he needs to be consistent, I think. 100%. He definitely needs to be more consistent still. Yeah, Maddison's a 10. Yeah, I had a feeling, yeah. Maddison's a 10. Ward-Prowse is nowhere near the level or where we require our midfield. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about him that I just feel like he just takes free kicks and has a good game here and there. And his corners. His corners are really good. His corners are good still. Yeah, Rice £100 minimum. I'll sell your legs, my legs, anyone's legs for Rice to come in. Listen, a lot of people will do a lot of things for Rice. If I'm United currently, I'm looking at a new model. Stop buying World Cups. There you go, 100%. I feel like we need to go away from doing all of these big signings, and we need to go for the players that fit the system that Ten Hag wants for the club. We need to fill the missing pieces of the puzzle. 100%. That's what we need at Manchester United. Same way we didn't have a DM for how many years? How many years didn't United have a DM? We finally got a DM. Look at the difference. So yeah, 100%. We need to fill the gaps, and we need at Manchester United. We need hard workers. We need players of a good mentality, and we need players that will fit the system. Literally.
I know another name can't come to my mind now. But who's the Dutch boy you got signed the previous summer under Ollie, and he went out on loan to Everton?
Oh, I don't know. You know, I didn't really watch Ollie ball like that.
Nah, he's dating Dennis Bergkamp's daughter. I can't remember to my mind at the moment, but he went on loan to Everton.
Let me see.
It's part of the Ajax winning side.
Oh, Van der Beek.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, was it Van der Beek.
Oh yeah, he went. Yeah, he did. I forgot that. You know, I forgot. Yeah. He was crap. He was crap at Everton. When he went Everton, he wasn't even getting game time at certain points. I remember. And then there was a time when he wasn't even. Yeah, when he first came, Lampard. Listen, Lampard, number one. When he came on, he didn't do that much. I think he had like 2 good games or 1 good game where throughout the whole game he was good. Then when he used to come on, he just used to be chasing the wind. He was moving a bit like how he is at United. It's like but one thing about Van der Beek here, he's good off the ball. He's good off the ball. Van der Beek is good off the ball. And I feel like just before he got injured, yeah, he started to show promise. Just before. He was doing the third man runs. He's very good at getting into the pockets. He's very good at creating triangles as well. He can score you a goal. He can assist a goal as well. And he can be part of the build-up. But I feel like he's a very systematic player. He's a very systematic player still.
So is it a CAM or CDM? By the sounds of it, it's CAM.
I think he's more CAM still. When he came to Ollie, he was playing too deep. He's a player that it's like Ericsson. Ericsson was brought in to be a spare number 10. But we play him a bit deeper because we don't have no one to fill that role. But
position.
Exactly. But to be honest,
we're under that position now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
When we played you earlier last season, that one where we got scammed by VAR literally. Ericsson's the thorn of the side for us.
Yep. Ericsson, when we've tried him in the 10, he hasn't worked. He's actually played better as like an 8, basically. Do you know what I'm saying? But Van der Beek, do you know what it is? Before he got injured, I had faith in him. He started to show little signs. I know someone might say, nah, man, get rid of him. But yeah, even people like, what's his name, Sabitzer. If he wasn't too injured and he was available, I'll take him because I know these players will work hard. But you can't be on loan and be injured half of your loan spell. It doesn't make sense, man.
Marcel,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up Dodzo in the chat, man. My guy Dodzo.
Permanent, from what I heard.
Say it again.
He's not going to be made permanent, from what I heard. Marcel.
Yeah, he's going, man. He hasn't been available, man.
I hear it.
I hear it. No trouble.
That's my guy I met in Sony, innit?
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's the reason why we're connected. You get me? You feel me? And that's so mad. You see? Yeah, and in my head, see, memory, live, I'm on the spot. Like, there's too much going through my head, mate. You get me? Yeah. They're having a little debate in there. Surely you want some experience and leadership in the Arsenal spine. Yeah, I said that to him. He agrees still. They rob Felix from us.
That'll be one, yeah.
You'd want someone to partner Zinchenko in possession. What players are going to be able to do that? Because Caicedo is too green, in my opinion, to be a senior pivot. What do you think about
that? You want someone as part of that? So I'm just reading over it.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, in what ways though? What ways? And like, I know Zinni likes to come in all the time, take possession, and was he saying that we need someone to match Zinni?
Yeah, I think he's saying that you want someone to partner him in possession. then who would you put back? Because defensively, he's very, very open. You
Yeah, I
know.
think for Ukraine he plays central midfielder. I heard, yeah, sort of CDM, yeah, when he plays for his country, yeah. Arsenal,
Yeah.
obviously, he's a left back, likes to drift in. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing that I've seen it when I've been to Arsenal games this season. It was at Villa away. I mean, the way he drifts in too much, it leaves us exposed down the wing. That's always one of my main concerns personally for Zinchenko, that he leaves the back exposed, the
Yeah.
left flank exposed.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
with him,
I don't
from what
know,
I've seen,
answer bath time. I don't know, who could have
yeah,
been.
because if you play him more advanced, you're better off playing him as a midfielder, and
Yeah.
then or having some sort of system where when he advances, the back three kind of spread out. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But the person that spreads to the left can be a left winger for the time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that would have to be defensively and offensively. Obviously, you can probably be a two at the back, Saliba and Gabriel, and then someone can go up with Zinni, and then boom, ahead of that as well.
True
So
that.
yeah.
You get Tierney to advance more. I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
Tierney can advance as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he did in his first season. I mean, Tierney was the one that assisted Aubameyang in that semi-final against Man City.
Yeah.
Oh, good, yeah. 2-0, yeah.
Tierney has his days. I've seen him live. I went to an Arsenal game with Firms, my first time at the Emirates. I watched.
What do you think, bro? Did you like it?
I like it. It's a nice place, man. It's a nice place. It's definitely miles ahead of our stadium, Man United Stadium.
Old Trafford, the upgrade. It's just the owners. They didn't upkeep it enough.
That's what I'm saying. And when people want to talk about this, we spent $1 billion. That's what I'm
Man
saying,
United
people, man.
Fans as well tell me, they say it looks like it's about to fall apart. Yeah.
Listen, my knees. Listen, my phone dropped down. I went to the Chelsea game. Yeah, my phone dropped down. I couldn't get my phone. I was like that.
How did you get it back then?
So basically, my mate that was with me, he's tall in it, so he just stretched his hand and got it. Bro, I couldn't get my phone. It's not
I thought it went over into the
it went down like a step, and then it was under the seat in front of me, and it's just so awkward. And that's meant to be a leather seat as well. Was in a good was in the international suite, so halftime you can go and have drinks and get food and whatever. It's like a big bar. It was nice. Say again.
Posh hospitality.
Yeah, I can't lie. Listen, was living life.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, and then at the end we linked up with some of the YouTubers as well. Big up with the people that I'm working with as well, man. We did, it was lit, and then we linked up with the Chelsea guys as well. Carefree Lewis, and that was there. It was funny, man. It was just cussing them. It was hilarious.
Was Rose there?
Who?
Sophie, the CFC TV presenter.
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing any females there. I don't remember. But there was the CFC guys there, the CFC channel. I can't remember.
TV basically. Yeah, Sophie used to present on it. I don't know. She seems to have gone under the radar. Maybe doing her own show now. But yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of them there, but I don't remember any female there still. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, 100%. The ownership, yeah, man. It's been run to the ground, man. Bath Time says, I'm not sold on Osherman. He's got loads of good qualities and a good player, but I think we still need a different profile in line with Kane to unlock this team. Yeah. Because do you know what it is? For me personally, I love Kane because Kane can play deep, Kane can hold up play, Kane can assist. And another thing about Kane, he might not have the legs like he used to, but he gets into the right spaces. So when we're putting certain crosses in the box that a striker needs to get onto, I agree still. If we sign Frimpong or Dumfries, it kind of means the end of Anthony, as they'll provide the right side width. Listen, Dumfries is done, man. I watched him against City. He was awful.
Yeah. What did you think of the game last night, Rhino? What did you think of the Champions League final? I'm not sure if it was going to happen. I wanted to ask you, what did you think of the game?
Listen, I can't lie. I had my imaginary Inter Milan top. Listen, I was ready for Inter to win, but I knew they weren't going to win. But when the game started, the first half, I kind of had a little bit more faith in them. But their front three is awful, man. Lukaku is crap, bro. He's so bad, man.
I wouldn't go that harsh on him. I wouldn't go that harsh on him. I mean, I like him still. I think he still has it in him. Just he was unlucky
Do you
last night.
think?
Edison, I think it's more Edison's brilliance that stopped him than Lukaku saying that he was crap. I think it was more brilliance from Edison.
Do you know what it
should have done
is?
on the chances here. They should have done better. But when I looked at the stats this morning, Inter had more shots on target than Man City. And I'm trying to remember what team this season had more shots on target in a game against Man City.
Didn't it? Brighton.
Okay, probably. I'm
guessing. Still Brighton, yeah. I don't know. Lukaku doesn't do it for me, man. What game was it where I can't remember what game it was. I don't know if it was Chelsea.
I was in Box Park last night. I was chatting to Chelsea fans if they'd taken back, and they said after that interview he said oh, he missed Inter and all that. They're like, no chance.
He's crap, man. I think he's crap. When he needs to turn up, he's crap still. But yeah, Dumfries for me, he wasn't crossing the ball well. I think going forward, Dumfries doesn't really go forward too well. Defensively, he's all right. Frimpong, I need to watch more of him still. This is what United need. Goalkeeper.
My thoughts were last night on the game.
Go on.
I thought first half, I thought it was a lot more. It was closer than I expected it to be. It was close play than I expected it to be. But then the game opened up in the second half, and after City scored, I was expecting them to go after it, like to score 2-3. But I think Inter contained them well, and definitely they were ready for them. I say Inter Milan were definitely ready for them. Just their finishing let them down. Yeah,
man, their end product was horrible, man. Yeah. But they came with a good game plan, kept City quiet still.
Yeah, and they kept Haaland quiet as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they did what Brentford did. Brentford seems to have only been the only club this season that doubled up on Haaland.
Yep. Do you know what it is? City, you can keep Haaland quiet, which is good because he's a goal threat, but you need to make sure you keep all the other players quiet as well. Because if you sleep on them, look at United, FA Cup final, we bottled it, bro. We let ourselves down. We had a chance to stop this treble. Even thinking about it, my heart is hurting right now, bro. It's hurting.
It was the only United that were the only team that had done that treble, but now.
Yeah, our legacy's gone. And I know Jamie, if he's still here, he's gonna listen, Jamie, stay away from this conversation. Right? Yeah, man. Do you know what it is,
WhatsApp group always arguing.
Yeah, Jamie loves it, man. With United, it's the same thing. Haaland was quiet, but we let Gundogan free twice. How? You've already made the 13 seconds mistake, which can happen to any club, to be honest. A shot goal out of the blue, world class strike. But you don't give Gundogan that space again. You mark him. Don't give him room to shoot. So that was my issue still. But yeah, based on this comment as well, Kone, I'll take him. Caicedo, Felix as a 10 is interesting. Højlund's got a high ceiling. He's got potential. If he's around a good striker like Kane, 2 strikers. If we was to get Kane and Højlund, I'll take him. Felix, I'm not sure. Felix has got a quality player, but I'm not sure.
Who does Quadio Kone play for?
Kone, I'm not sure. Still. I feel like it's a red. Well, someone let me know in the comments.
GK or Nana, that'd be a good.
But I know, what do you call it? Liverpool are in for him still. He looks like a decent player. Listen, I'll take. There's loads of players I'll take, bro. Like, there's loads of players I'll take, honestly. But if all of this came to United, we'll be a different fit next season. 100%, man. 100%.
You rubbish at solving problems like that. Who's bath time on?
I think she's talking about Mount.
Got Academy there.
I'll
be honest. Hands up, Rhino. I haven't really paid attention to Mount this season. I've just heard he's been really bad or something. Yeah, he's been really bad. I mean, all I know is before he was when the games were played behind closed doors, that he had a big impact in that Chelsea side that got to where they got to. Yeah,
that's the thing. But the whole of Chelsea have been crap. So, at the end of the day, a crap player and a crap team. What are you meant to do? Do you know what I'm saying? And people say, "Oh, he don't start for Chelsea," but Chelsea are a mess. If Maguire starts for England, Pickford starts for England. Does it mean anything? Like, I wouldn't start Pickford for England. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like huh?
You wouldn't start Pickford?
No, I'll play Ramsdale.
Oh, okay.
I'll play Ramsdale. I prefer Ramsdale. I don't know. Pickford there's something about him. I just don't like him, man. I just think he's.
I like him. I'll be honest. I like Ramsdale more, obviously being Arsenal bias, but I think Pickford for England still deserves the England #1 shirt. And
I get it though, experience wise.
He definitely is a penalty saver. That's one thing.
Yeah, experience wise and the aura he brings, cool. But once Ramsdale gets that experience, I think Ramsdale's got it in him to take his spot still. Yeah. This is for you. Zinchenko inverts. Say that again.
Ramsdale just needs to get better saving penalties.
Yeah. This one's for you. Zinchenko inverts in front of 3 centre backs and he's a partner with Partey. Yeah. Basically, that's basically what I was saying. If someone can go with him, then it's cool. You're not exposed down that wing when he does that.
You're not exposed down the wing when he does that. You have the right-sided CB Saliba, I think, to cover those areas as he's fantastic defending. Why?
True.
Yeah. You're not wrong there, bath time. It's just, I mean, like, it was just numbers-wise. I don't know about Kane not having legs, but yeah, Luke Shaw in the second half against us.
Nah, but when Luke Shaw starts to fade, he fades, man. And on top of that, Kane's legs, he still has them, but it's not the same. It's not the same. So I was here discussing you went Inter to win. Of course I went Inter to win. 100%. Why wouldn't I not want Inter to win? Listen, I've just released a video on my treble thoughts. So if you want to know about this, go and watch it. Yeah. Since City eclipsed in a short space of time compared to then, massive shout out to Nathan Jones for stopping the.
I saw that as well today on Instagram. A Brighton fan posted that about Nathan Jones. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not.
He's massively hated by Luton fans, by the way.
Brentford did double over City. Oh yeah,
that's the only team that did the double over them.
Yeah. So, but after our legacy isn't gone, we still have a treble, and that's what I have to say. Like, and I forgot to even say it in my video. This point that I use: if I'm a millionaire and ARRY now becomes a millionaire, it doesn't make me broke. I'm still a millionaire. Do you get it? Do you see the analogy? I get it. I was the only millionaire before, but now he's with me. That's what people need to remember. So I agree. The legacy isn't gone still.
Clubs.
Pardon me?
The 2 Manchester treble clubs.
Yeah, you get me. Maybe Manny's the place to be. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, City did win the treble before, though, but obviously with the domestic cups, that was.
Who?
City. They did win like the treble before the domestic cups.
Yeah, but that don't count, man. It's not the same, man. It's not the same.
United won a treble. I keep telling my mate this. United won a treble in 2009, the Premier League, League Cup, and Club World Cup, and there was even talk about quintuple that season, the 5.
That's what I'm saying, but like I said, if you want to know my opinion, watch my video. I literally just dropped it, so watch that, please. Still,
okay.
Bath time. No DVB. I like Mount a lot. That's the thing. Prime. I didn't watch a lot of Mount, but DVB when he was on point, still, and I feel like there's a lot more to his game. DVB and Mount are very similar actually because they got a lot of energy as well. But I just feel like off the ball, DVB has a bit more to him still. I think he has a bit more to him still. But that's my opinion anyway. Pickford was unbelievable against us at Old Trafford. Yeah, he was. How ironic is that? He was still, but I just feel like I don't know. I wouldn't take him at United. I just don't know what it is about Pickford, man.
Definitely give Dean Henderson a chance. You know, if you're gonna go for Pickford, you know, give your own one of your own raw talents a chance. Or if not, go for Andre Onana.
Onana, yeah, I'll take Onana. When I say they're similar, I mean in terms of their legs and the fact that they're running in it. But You say DVB is what did you say here? DVB has no explosiveness, is a poor presser, runs in straight lines. Nah, but that's when he's not playing well. When he's actually playing to the right system, I can't remember what game it was. There was a game where he was involved in the whole build up twice. He helped it start and he helped the last assist or the assist before the assist. On a good day, I like the way Donny van der Beek is off the ball. And a lot of people don't see how good his off the ball movement is. A lot of people don't see that. So as much as he can be a good third man runner and play with good build up play, off the ball he's sick on a good day. On a good day still. I can't remember what game it was, but just before his injury, he started to, you know how Sancho started to kind of grow a bit? DVB was starting to kind of brighten up a bit more consistently. But then again, I don't watch Mount like that. That's the thing. So you could be more right than me. I don't watch Mount like that. I just know bits and pieces still. But
was DVB injured this season?
Yeah, he got injured still. He got taken out, man.
What game was it? I
can't remember still. Nah, man, DVB, trust me, there's a reason why Ten Hag likes him. I promise you. Trust me. There's a reason why Ten Hag likes him. Like, maybe you have to watch him live to understand what I mean. Like, sometimes some players don't look too good when you're watching them. Yeah, off the ball. Like, off the ball movement for me. Do you know what count? Like, off the ball movement is a lot. There's a lot to off the ball movement that I think that you have to factor in. It's not about just covering pockets and running to play open spaces. It's about leading players, drawing out players as well. Donny van der Beek is very good at drawing out certain players to open up the middle and stuff like that as well. But he's not consistent, and I haven't really watched Mount too much. But yeah, I've got through the comments finally. Anyway, me and Bath Time are just having a little debate about DVB, but he hasn't played for us or Everton basically in 4 years. Yeah, no, I hear that, man. But yeah, man, our clubs, Arsenal are definitely what do you call it?
Knocking on the door.
Ahead. Yeah, Arsenal are definitely ahead. To think that they came so close to challenging this season. So close, but yet so far. Yeah, I'll say Arsenal are definitely ahead, but or even going back to what does Bath Time say? Let me just get this debate out of the way because I like a little debate. He's not good at drawing out players because he runs in straight lines. He does sometimes, but when he has good days, I don't know. Maybe it's just what I've seen. Maybe because when I watched him in the Dutch league, he's not just straight. You see him in the middle, you see him in the wing, you see him like running like midfield, he's bouncing off. He's good with build-up play. If you're running in straight lines, you can't be a good build-up player. You need to be able to run in curves so you can get the correct triangles. You know what I'm saying? And with Ajax, he was a triangle player, 100% still. Do you see Odegaard running in straight lines or Silva? He never drops. He just tries the dumbest third man runs combination. I hear that, man. He hasn't been consistent, so overall, he's definitely looked like that. He has. Even in certain bad games, he's done certain things that have kind of helped us off the ball, but because he's been so bad, no one cares. So, yeah, I agree. He's never adapted. I agree still.
Yeah, Odegaard, I like the way Odegaard is like. I mean, like how he gets to, when the cutback play comes to him, and he hits them screamers, Yeah.
Yeah. Basically what City did to Inter.
Yeah.
And even what City did to us.
And to us, KDB, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what City did to us when the keeper can't really see behind the defense and the ball just comes out of nowhere and catches the keeper off guard. Odegaard is good at that. He's really good at that still.
I was debating with this man,
yeah.
City. He was saying that Odegaard scores very un-Arsenal-like goals. And I was like, would you expect un-Arsenal-like goals? Of course, yeah. That's what his speciality trait is, to score bangers.
What's an un-Arsenal-like goal?
No, like he was talking, I mean, this guy, fair play to him, Phil Casso on Twitter. I chat to him a lot. We have a lot of debates. I don't know if you're familiar with him. But he was talking about Arsenal-like goals with that playing passing play, getting to trying to, play that Wenger football, get up to the box, and then score the perfect goal. But then he just scores them from distance. Yeah, that's what I think he meant by goals. But wherever when the goals are goal, they're going at the end of the day.
A goal's a goal, and Arsenal evolved into a new team. Right? We didn't see this Arsenal team coming still. But yeah, no, Bath time I agree, man. There's a reason for managers haven't played him. But going back to what you said, yeah, what was you saying? Yeah, Arsenal evolved into a crazy team, and you guys, I would say, if I had to be honest, you guys are more ahead. The only thing that probably lets you down is the experience and the depth. Experience and depth still.
We just need more like players. I mean, like when you take City or you take De Bruyne, you take Haaland, you take all these players out their team. Who's there? You got Mahrez, you got Silva,
Foden.
Yeah, you got all these players. Like, I mean, who we got? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Trossard and the players that came in, but just we need more like for like players.
Yeah.
When he went, that's when it went. Without that one player, that's how reliant we are on. Well, look at City.
That's the thing.
Centre back, if they take Akanji out, they got Ake.
They can fill up. That's what I'm saying. Once you guys lose Partey or lose like an Odegaard,
the CM who played as CM, you know,
bro. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
He played as left back, Bernardo Silva.
Who? Yeah, even Ake. Bro, Ake was playing as a left back. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And I think it's a bit the same as United. Take away Casemiro. Maybe our depth is even, if you have to be honest, our depth might be even a bit better than Arsenal's depth, to be fair. Even though the players are not that good, we still have replaceable players. And at the end of the day, take out a Casemiro, take out a Bruno, take out a Rashford. We are... please.
External player was really good at games and ones when Arsenal went 2-0, like down at Villa, Brentford or something. Yeah,
Odegaard was an engine, man. I can't lie. Odegaard, I love that player still. He's a.
I wonder why he won our player of the season.
Yeah, Odegaard, bad boy player still. I agree. Bath time still. Bath time. What team do you support? Bath time. Let me know. First is here.
Against us, if I'm not mistaken.
Say that again.
Bath time to insulted you with that.
Oh, you think what he's? Let's find out. W stream firms. W stream. Come on, man. Come on. W stream, man. That's my boy Firms, man. We're by far the greatest team in the world that was ever seen. It's awesome.
Come on, Firms.
What did he say here? Fabio Vieira is a player that has a lot of potential.
He's just not physically ready for a Premier League, Fabio Vieira, from what I saw of him, this season.
Yeah,
he can score,
man.
Like he did against Brentford. He's another player that, scored.
Yeah, man. Vieira. I think Firms, we watched him live. He was at the Juventus game as well. Yeah. Got a long way to go. Who's Bath Time says, yeah, Vieira, but Firms disagrees. He thinks he's shit for him personally. If you take Casemiro out of our team, we almost get the same. We get almost the same points and goals. Do you think
United then is at our team?
Oh yeah, he supports United. Do you think if you take Casemiro out of our team, we get almost the same points and goals? Do you think? Interesting.
I think Casemiro, from what I saw of him, was a unit for you this season.
It's a unit, and there's certain goals he scored. The goal against Chelsea.
Been there, won it with Madrid, brought the
experience. There you go.
Worth the 80 million or so you got spent on him.
Yeah, I think it was or 60. I think it was 60 still. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. He scored that goal against Chelsea. If not, we'll lose that game, even though we played better than them. He scored in the final against Newcastle. He scored some important goals still. That's kind of calmed down the rest of the game as well. FNR says Vieira's not ready at all. You don't think he will be. He got smashed up at OT for our second and third goals, but I see a lot I like. Oh, Vieira, he's got piano legs. Yeah, I'm going to start wrapping up. They're talking about Vieira still, yeah.
In that game, he only came on after when the third goal went in, I think, at Old Trafford.
Yeah, Vieira's... Yeah, he's done well, Casemiro, but there's a lot of issues around him, like having pudding, around him having a pudding like that next to him. Nah, I hear you, man. I hear you. But yeah, listen, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Listen, I like it. There was a lot of commenters today, man. I'm happy, man. I'm happy, man, that we got to have a conversation.
Definitely. I'll say
We've
it as well.
discussed how far our teams are.
Thank you for having me on, Rhino. It's a pleasure being on.
Listen,
Very informative
ARRY,
conversation. I like the comments as well. Big you up as well for making this happen.
nah, thank you. Nah, I appreciate you, man, and I appreciate the people that turned up in the comments as well. We had a good run of comments as well. So that's what I want to do. I want to, if I know that we're getting decent engagement like this, I'll come on live all the time. And it's not just football as well. I want to do other talks as well. I'm not sure how many of you guys would be interested in those talks, but yeah, man. But to sum up, go on.
I'll be interested in that double standards, because for me personally, that's a weakness of my area where I need to improve my knowledge on. So I would like to, whether taking part, I'm not sure. I'd like to listen in on that, you know.
Yeah, man. We're going to be talking about live stuff as well. Everyone that's been in here, thank you, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and put that notification bell on. I'm about to edit another video and upload for you guys tonight as well. So in the next 45 minutes, you're going to get another video. I've got a video on Qatari about the fact that we might hear new ownership at United. And I've got another video on Pickford as well. And I just released one an hour ago on my thoughts with the whole whose treble is better as well. So make sure you check that out as well.
And I just say as well to follow me on Instagram at
there's your Instagram there. There is your boy.
All one word, and subscribe to my channel as well. I'll be talking more the pitch football content this week. I'm going to be talking about the prize money the clubs receive for getting to the Premier League and the potential impact of relegation in my next short. So stay tuned. And I do shorts, as I said, you know. A lot of people don't have long attention span. So when I talk these topics, I try to get to the point, you know, straight facts.
Yeah, listen, you guys check ARRY's shorts. He's doing a lot of shorts, and check out his Twitter. Hit him up, subscribe to his channel. Everyone that's joined this chat, make sure you go along to ARRY's page. Hit him. I've tagged him in the actual header, so you can literally just click on it and go straight to his page. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, say, listen, we came here from Rhino Stream. I want to see that. And whoever's watching this back as well, please subscribe to ARRY. Hardcore Arsenal fan. You can see he's got the Henry 14 at the back, you know. And he's a little encyclopedia still. But no, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody, man.
Put my Instagram in the top of the page
I'm gonna put your socials in just as soon as we come off still.
Thank you so much, man. And Rhino, and thank you for having me on. We'll do the same again, hopefully, maybe next week or when you're next available.
100%. Listen, we can go again. What day is it today? Sunday. We can go again. Sunday, yeah. Listen, we can go again, man. I'm gonna be uploading in between, and listen, like I said, I'm enjoying the engagement, so I'm ready to go again. I'm gonna bring on a few other guests as well. They're gonna meet people like Firms and Jamie as well. We're gonna have a debated rival talk as well. But yeah, to sum up everything, I definitely think Arsenal are definitely more ahead. United, I've got a lot to sort out within their structure. Arsenal just need to add a bit of experience, a bit of depth to their team, and Arteta already had it worked out. Make sure he's got good players to rotate with, and you guys are good. With Man United, I think we definitely need to get the right owners in, start changing the direction of our club, and start getting the right players, and start implementing Ten Hag's system. And you, just to sum up, ARRY, as well, you've said everything as well. So yeah, me and ARRY are on the same page in terms of where we think our teams are. Where do you guys think your teams are? Jamie, I see you in the comments. How far Liverpool? You guys went from 1 point, 2 point behind to
Much behind there was? Music and
All right, people, man. Peace and love, man.
Have a good night.
Listen, man.
Thank you again.
Yeah, man. Good night.
Nice one.
Yeah, thank you, man. Trust me. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Hey, I swear Firms and Rents pattern this.